human trafficking is common along interstate intersections, such as here on North Monroe, Tallahassee Police Department tells me it's happening all about town. I'm Mayor Sargent in Northwest Tallahassee, continuing our series about human trafficking in Leon County. I'm talking with a couple of local agencies who are providing more clarity on the types of human trafficking here.
A lot of the sex trafficking survivors that come to us in our emergency shelter come to us through domestic violence.
Emily Mitchum with Refuge House tells me that's about 15 to 20% of the people they serve. Emily tells me the common thread they see is that trafficking is intergenerational. She says some of these victims are being sold out by family members.
They started being abused very young.
Emily tells me this is what the local trafficking scene looks like. From her perspective, she says there are two trafficking apparatuses in our area. Local.
And then there's the out-of-town trafficking, which is more mobile. It's coming down I-10, stopping into Monroe Street, the hotels, and then they're gone again.
She says it's harder to build connections with these victims.
Some of our worst hotline calls have come from people that were trying to get out of the car coming down I-10.
But many agencies in Leon County are focusing their efforts on cracking down on these cases, including local and state representatives that have been collaborating on legislation, the Leon County Sheriff's Office, and the Tallahassee Police Department. I checked the data. TPD have received 9 reports of human trafficking within city limits in 2023. Lead human trafficking detective Tybria Howard tells me that number is lower than bigger cities, including Tampa or Orlando.
But for Tallahassee, personally, yes, our numbers are increasing.
But she says that's because the community are now more vigilant to these acts, and they're giving them more tips. Tybria says TPD's education is becoming more advanced.
We're actually focusing more on human trafficking, the basic investigations, advanced techniques of human trafficking, the different components of human trafficking.
Refuge House and TPD are just two of many agencies doing tremendous work here in Leon County and Florida to address this issue. In part 3 of this series, I'll be meeting with some of these local and state representatives to find out more about what measures they've put in place to protect victims and residents of Leon County. In Northwest Tallahassee, Mayor Sargent, ABC 27.